Hey, what's good, YouTube? Today I'm back and we finna be showing you the top 5 best tips and tricks to becoming a better slasher. In this video, I'm gonna show you the top 5 different things that you need to learn to upgrade your game as a slasher. Now make sure you don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notice so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Also be sure to stick around to the end of this video where I'll be breaking down a game on the 2 score while I implement all 5 of the tips I give you in this video. Now with that being said, enjoy the video and welcome to Rim Running Academy. Alright, so starting off, we got honorable mentions, we got animations up first. So make your way to animations, go to your dunk style creator. Now for 2-foot moving dunks, you don't really want much of these. Most of them are pretty slow and you could get chased down easily, but I got on windmill. This is just my flashy dunk for when I got a wide open lane. I'm just trying to do something flashy, have a little fun. Other than that, only thing I got on here is the pro contact dunks. You want to get as many contact dunk animations as you can. My build, this is the only one that my build gets, so that's all I got. But if you can, get as many contact dunks as you can. Now 1-foot moving dunks, this is where you want to have most of your dunks. First, if we go over to reverse, I've got reverses off 1 and baseline reverses off 1. You definitely want the baseline reverses off 1. That's pretty much unblockable if you get that animation. I think both of these are unblockable. Next, you've got athletic one-handers off 1, another dunk that's pretty much unblockable. Now if you make your way to tomahawk, you see I don't have any equipped. That's because the only one I can get is sidearm tomahawks, and if you look at the animation, you can see how far back he brings the ball, and we don't want that. That's going to get blocked easily. But if you can get the straight arm tomahawks, this is the best dunk in the game. As you can see, 2K knows that as well. That's why they have it as a 95 plus driving dunk in order to get it. So you want to come over to signature dunks, and what we got is LeBron James. Now this LeBron James package is going to get us all of our tomahawk animations. It's also going to get us a couple of two-hander animations, and these are really the main dunks that you're going to be using because you're going to be doing a lot of tomahawks and a lot of two-handers if you don't want to get blocked. So then the last thing is alley-oops. I just have pro and elite on, and of course I have the contact. Like I said earlier, put on whatever contacts you can get. So pretty much there's 3 different types of timings we're going to go over. That's layup timing, drive timing, and read timing. Layup timing is pretty self-explanatory. You just time your layups to your best of your ability. As you can see right here, if I didn't time these layups right, they wouldn't have went in, but since I timed them right, then I got the bucket. Now drive timing is, you don't want to drive like over and over again off the same move, and you don't want to be predictable with your driving. So say you do a crossover and then drive off of that 2 plays in a row, then do a crossover, fake drive, step back, and then drive, and then just like do fake drives and stuff like that. It'll throw off the timing of your defender. Right here, I could have took that up and tried to go over him. Instead, I did the step back and he jumped towards me outside. I get the free lane. Now the last one I want to go over with y'all is what I like to call read timing. Now this is when you read your defenders and read how much space you have right in the beginning of your drive, right? So you have 2 options. Either you read that you have plenty of space and the center is either not closing out or he's way too late to close out, and you have an open lane to take your dunk. So if you look at this play right here, you see right when I come off, I notice I have my defender beat and the center is a little bit too far out to really get a good contest on me. So I have the open lane, so I'm going to go ahead and take my tomahawk because he's not going to be able to get to the paint to contest that fast enough, and my defender is beat enough to where he's not going to cut me off. Now for the next situation, you're going to need to execute this dunk right here. Basically all you do is just wait a little longer to hold square. Wait until you're more under the rim, and that way you will get a standing dunk animation. Now if we break down this clip right here, you see I come around him, and from my experience, people have contested me out of an animation before, like in a situation like this. Like they'll either jump or they'll just have a high defensive rating and they will interrupt my animation here. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait a little longer, run around him more, and get the standing dunk. You see, I also read that his teammate is also closing in, so he also has the potential to jump at me and get a contest and knock me out of my animation. Being a lot safer, I wait a little bit, and as you see, I get the standing dunk, and they weren't even close to blocking me or contesting me. Now, starting at number 3, we've got mechanics. Now, what mechanics are is the following. What your average person is gonna do is you're gonna drive and you're gonna hold square. Now, this is how you're gonna get blocked. You're kind of gambling when you do that. You don't know what animation you're gonna get when you hold square. What you want to do instead is use the correct dunk mechanics. First, you've got your right-handed dunk. Execute this by holding your right stick towards the right. Next, you've got your left-handed dunk. Execute this by holding your left stick to the left. Next, you've got your two-handed dunk. In order to do a two-handed dunk, you hold your right stick up towards the goal. Now, for a flashy dunk, you're gonna hold down. For me, it's either a reverse dunk or a windmill. So the next mechanic is gonna be for your dunk meter. Now to do this, you wanna flick your right stick up and then hold it down quickly after flicking it up. Now the last mechanic is gonna be for your baseline dunks. So if you're coming from the right side, you wanna hold your right analog stick to the right. And if you're coming from the left side, hold your right analog stick to the left. So pretty much the whole purpose of this is, say you've got somebody trailing you and you don't want to do a tomahawk or a windmill or nothing that's gonna give you the chance to get chased down block. So what you do, you hold your right stick up and you get a two-handed dunk, a safe two-handed dunk, so you don't get chased down. So now we're gonna go over some clips. For this first one, I beat my defender to the left, get an easy left-handed dunk, don't want to risk holding square and getting blocked from the right. Second one, I beat my defender to the right and I go ahead and go with the baseline dunk, and that's honestly just an OP dunk, doesn't really get blocked. Now that dunk should have been blocked. I'm pretty sure I held square right here on accident. I don't know how that wasn't blocked, but that just goes to show that when you hold square, the risk of being blocked raises exponentially. If I would have done a two-handed right there or a right-handed dunk, I would have been chilling. But so right here I come, he's behind me, so I get an easy left baseline dunk. So yeah, if you implement these mechanics into your gameplay, you're gonna notice you're getting blocked a lot less, and it's gonna be a lot harder for people to defend you. Now in the number 2 slide, we have what I like to call safety moves. Now there are 3 safety moves. The first one is gonna be your spin move. The second one is gonna be your hop step. Now the third one is not as good as the other ones, because unlike the hop step and the spin move, the Euro step you cannot pump fake. You must have bailout for it to be most effective. If you don't have bailout, you might end up throwing the ball out of bounds, because you can't come to a stop and pump fake like you can with the spin move and the hop step. But the third one is a Euro step. And so basically the premise for safety moves is, if you're getting hedged on or you're ever unsure about if you should take up this dunk or not, you hit a safety move, and this safety move is going to give you time to evaluate if you should go up with it or pump fake and pass out of it. This is one of my favorite moves. It's super effective for ISOing. If you got centers hedging in the corner and he comes and he tries to get you, and then you hit a hop step, he commits, you pass it out, he doesn't commit, you go up with it, and you just gotta add this to your bag. Now, the number 1 tip for slashing is shooting. Yes, you heard me right. I said shooting. Listen, you're never gonna be able to get off all your dunks and get off points in the paint if your defender does not respect your shot. Think about it. If you're playing defense on somebody that can't shoot, what are you gonna do? You're gonna play back and play the rim run, and they're either gonna have to try and force up a layup on you, and then you get a stop like that, or they're gonna try and shoot and then they're gonna miss, and there's another stop. If you think I'm not joking, if you think I'm joking, go get 2 pure slashers and try and win on the 2 score. It's not gonna work. They're just gonna sit in the paint and jam the paint all day. In order to become a W rim runner, you have to be able to shoot. It, like, once you can shoot, it all comes together. And I'm not talking about just you. Your partner has to be able to shoot too. If your 2's partner can't shoot either, then the center is just gonna clog the paint. You know, you're not gonna be able to rim run because the center is just gonna sit in the paint. But if your partner is greening his shots, then the center can't pick up, because once you pass it out, that's a 3 every time. For my people who ISO out there, you know, if you have a bad shooting game, most of the time you can't just rim run it off, because they're just gonna let you shoot. They're gonna play, if you're playing a good player, they're just gonna sag off and either let you shoot and miss, or let you force up a layup and they're gonna play back in the paint. If you look at this clip right here, I have sharp take. I've been greening my shots pretty much all game. So for the rest of the game, this dude has been guarding me all up on the 3-point line like I have a 93 pointer. So just like that, at the end of the game, I can just run right past him and get a free dunk every time. I mean, look how open the paint is. So yes, the secret to rim running is shooting. Alright, so now I'm gonna go over this game with y'all. This game shows perfectly how to do it. Like, I executed all 3 of the tips and tricks I shared with y'all in this video phenomenally in this Anyways, I want to show y'all this game because everything was executed perfectly. You see this first bucket, he tries to jump at me from the right corner, so left hand dunk, wasn't even close to blocking me, safe left-handed dunk. Using my mechanics right there with the left-handed dunk. Now this next one is gonna be timing. Yep, I'm showing y'all stuff from the honorary mentions too. Perfect use of timing right there. He probably could have cut me off and gotten a contest animation if I didn't wait right there and get that standing layup. So look, he's seeing I rim run twice, so now he's sagging off and I shoot it. Now I have sharp take and he sees I can shoot. So now what? He has to guard me up top. So the only threat now is the corner. Oh, well, now he sees that Howard can shoot. So the corner can't sag off and pick up in the paint. Now they can't do anything because the dude on me can't guard me. He has to guard me up high now because I have take and he sees I can shoot. So look at the paint. The paint is wide open. There's nothing they can do now. That's why I'm trying to say, like, you activate sharp take, it opens the paint. That's all it does. Look, even Howard's man is guarding him at the 3, so he gets an easy blow by into the paint. Now look where he's guarding me. We're all the way at the back of the court and he's pressing me. Like, I'm trying to get a 3 off, but he's just not letting it happen. So what do? I just take it to the paint. It's wide open. Hit a little safety move, Euro step. Get into the paint, easy dunk. So here I'm finna implement some safety moves. I'm trying to tell you, I love doing the safety moves. It's like my favorite move. Watch right here. I come in and I drive, right? Well, eventually, I think I was really trying to get this 3 off. So I come in, safety move. They both jump at me, and I get a foul. Now, if I would have just went straight up with that, they would have definitely contested that. I would have missed the layup. But I did the safety move, and they got a foul. Once again, safety move, hop step, pump fake. They both jump at me, and I throw it out for the free 3. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Like, that showcase of safety move right there was perfect. But yeah, with that being said, please leave a like, subscribe, and as always, stay blessed.